Good afternoon and welcome to another session of Quantower Trading Platform. Today's session, we are going to discuss about how we are going to use the option trading functionalities and option analytical features that we have in Quantower. You can see my screen at this point of time where I've put the option chain as well as the chart. So let me first create something like this and show you, and thereafter I will display all the features that are available as far as option trading is concerned. So to add the option chain, you need to click on the dashboard and you will see an option analytics panel out here. When you click, you can type the symbol. Say I type Nifty, and I will be able to see the Nifty option chain. So in this, you can see on top the spot prices of Nifty, the open, high, low, close information, and the net change. If you click here, you will also get to see the list of strikes that are available. By default, you will see only 4 strikes. But if you go for a paid version of the Quantower, you will also be able to add all the strikes that you want. Uh, Here you can also select the different expiries that you want. So for example, let me show you. I've put here 15th expiry of Bank Nifty. And if I want to see the monthly expiry as well, I can click here and I'll be able to see the monthly expiry as well. Just a second. Okay, so this way you can see, I don't know what exactly the reason why it is not showing right now. But yeah, you can see different expiries out here. So I put 2 expiries here. So let me add to the same strike here. And here, when you right click here on the header, you will be able to see the Greek values. So you can add delta, gamma, theta, vega, rho. And there are other columns also available: open interest, put call ratio, put volume ratio, and volume to open interest to volume ratio percentage. So these are the columns that you can add to the option chain. And if you want to do any paper trade, that is also possible for you to know what is the payoff graph. For example, I add a strategy. Say I will sell straddle, for example, of 18,450. So I will be able to add a strategy here and I can create a strategy with whatever name that I want. And if you go to the analyzer mode, you will be able to see the payoff graph. So you can zoom this payoff graph in case you want to see in more detail. And on top of this, you can also add overlays. So suppose you want to see the delta, how the delta will move based on the change in the price and the time. You will be able to see the movement of delta, gamma, theta, vega, and rho from here. Apart from that, you can also do what if scenarios wherein you can enable this, and with the change in the volatility. For example, if the volatility changes by 5%, what will happen to your position? So you will be able to see how what is your payoff graph will be if the change in the volatility. So if since it's a straddle chart, if I'm selling, so if there is volatility increase, my profitability uh, will increase based on the percentage of volatility that has increased because I've sold a straddle in this particular strategy. Uh, Just a second. So yeah, so you can add different scenarios where if there is a change in the volatility, how the payoff graph will reflect out here. So similarly, if you want to change the parameter based on the time decay, so you can do that as well. So if there are, what happens to your payoff graph if there are, in this case, I've taken a weekly contract so that we have another 3 days to go. So with this, you'll be able to see how the payoff graph will reflect with 2 days to expire or 1 day to expire. So you'll be able to analyze this information as well through this. You can also add the another mode, which is volatility smile, and you can add the different strikes that you have. So you can put call put and you will be able to see the volatility smile as well. So this is a basic analyzer mode that we have here. You can see the strategy that I've added here. And if I want to place this order to the market, I can change the order settings here. I can click here market and I can place this order. And while placing the order, whichever the sell buy leg will always go first. And if you are doing a sell straddle, you must have sufficient margin before the order can go for both the legs because both legs are sell. But if there are any legs which are having a buy in any of the legs in the strategy, the buy leg will always go first, and you can place this order with one click. Once you click on place paper, the order will go to the market to the broker, and it will execute. So you have to be careful. Only if you want to place an order to the broker, you will have to click here. Otherwise, this is just to see the payoff graph. You can suppose I add another strategy from the strategy builder itself. There are predefined strategies available here. So let's assume I want to do short condor in this case. I click here and the strategy is added here. So if you want to analyze this, I think I did quite just a second. So if you want to analyze this again, so you can go back to the analyzer and you can see your payoff graph. So I will disable this and only keep analyzer, and you will be able to see the payoff graph for this particular strategy. So if you click here, if you want to see only for the previous strategy that I created, I can click here and I can see the strategies from here. So next topic that I want to show you about how you can place the orders for multiple legs very quickly, and how you can customize your trading strategies in options. So for this, I have created a ready page here, wherein I have added I've added option analytics panel for Nifty and Bank Nifty. And on the right side, I have an option watch list. So you can get the option watch list from this panel here, option watch list, and you can keep inside a bind. Here, what I can do is I can easily create any new strategies that I want. So let's look at creating one strategy in Nifty. For example, I want to buy the 18,500 call and sell the 18,800 call. So I click here and I make a change here. Instead of buy 18,800, I will select that as sell. And you can see the quantity here. So I can make this quantity increase or decrease if I want to. But in this case, I'm just keeping it 1-1. So I'm going to buy 18,500 call and sell 18,800 call. So with this, I will also be able to see the combined premiums of this. So 111.5 minus 13.8. So I will get this particular premium, that is a combined premium. I am able to see the IVs for both the underlying legs. I'm able to see the Greek values for individual legs as well as for the strategy. And now what I have to do is I have to click here and create a strategy, and I can give a name. So I can type a name, bull call spread. I can write more detail if I want to, 18,500, 18,800. And once I save the strategy, this will help us to see, it will create its own order number. So when you place an order, it can recognize the combined order. So I will place certain orders and show you how exactly these orders will go. So now, if when you click here, I have created a market depth for this, a DOM trader for this, and a chart as well. So if you see, if I click on any of these legs, individual legs, I'll be able to see the market depth for each each strike that I've added here. Okay, but if I click on the top row where the name of the strategy is written, so you will be able to see these market depth for the spread price. So this market depth can be more than five market depth because it looks at the different combinations that are available based on the existing market depth of underlying legs. So this is what you can see, and you can also place an order directly from here itself. Currently, we only support market orders for spread trades. So any legs that you want to place an order, you will have to place only market orders from here, and with one click you will be able to send both the legs. Now again, another option that you have is the dome trader itself. So if you click on this, you will be able to see the dome trader for the spread price. So you will also be able to see the quantities that are available both on the buy side and the sell side. So which means that you are, if you want to buy at the market this particular strategy, the best available ask is 96.4565, whatever the existing availability. So this way you will be able to track where up to what level, how many quantities I can get without much slippages. So this is something that will help you to know. Suppose you want to trade 100 lots of this particular strategy with one click. So you will know up to what price you will are likely to get this particular spread. So based on the bid ask prices. The next thing that you can also do is you can open a chart for the spread price. And here you will get not just the line chart, but also a candlestick chart or a bar chart or any type of chart that you want. So in on this, you can also apply your technical indicators. Suppose you want to add a technical indicator like super trend, for example. So you will be able to add the indicators that you want. And now, if you want to buy this particular strategy, see, now you have to remember one thing. I will also show you how once you create a strategy, how the buy and sell legs will work. But to make it simple, I've created a strategy which is on the side. If you see here on the side, okay, I have created a strategy where 18,500 buy and 18,800 sell. Okay, which means when I buy this strategy, it will do exactly the way I've written or I've created in this particular column. So side decides when I'm doing which side will be bought or which side will be sold. So when I'm buying this 18,500, 18,800 calls bull call spread, I have already created a spread as 18,500. So here I will do one particular trade now. Let me do a buy trade with one click. And here you can see that both the legs were bought. I mean, a trade is done and the buy leg was bought and sell leg was sold with one click. So when the order went to the broker, it was first sent buy trade, and second order was for sell trade. So this way you will be able to get a margin benefit with one click, even if you're doing this particular spread trade. So let me, if I want to cover this particular spread, okay, before that, you can see that I have a trade here with my entry price as 90.40. That's when I traded this. If you see the difference of the price that I've traded, 102.35 minus 11.95, you will be able to see the spread for this, and that is the buy price that I have for the strategy. So if I want to sell this particular trade right now, all I have to do is I have to click on sell. And again, if you see, the buy leg went first and sell leg went second. And my position is zero out here. So if you can see, with one click, I was able to do this particular trade. So if I want to anytime reset my order number, I can click on reset order number, and I'll be able to come back to the zero position, zero open price and aggregated PNL out here. So this way I can do multiple times a trade in this particular strategy, and with one click I will be able to execute uh, multiple legs within that particular strategy. So even if I have a iron condor strategy or a butterfly, all the legs that are buy legs will always go first in the order sequence, and the second in and all the sell legs will go later. So this way you will get the margin benefit first, uh, uh, and you will be able to take advantage of the orders type, something like basket order that is available in some of the platforms. So let me also create one more strategy just to understand this side, wherein I will again create a similar strategy, okay, where you want to go short on 18,500 and 18,500 strike, and go long on 18,800 strike. Now that will be a bear call spread, right? So in this case, what you can do is you don't need to create a separate strategy. So if you sell this strategy, which means that it will sell the leg which is buy on the side which is mentioned here. So it will sell the side here, wherein 18,500 will be sold and 18,800 will be bought. So let me do one trade like this. So you can see here that 18,800 strike was 18,500 strike was sold with one click, and 18,800 was bought. Now, if you go to the trades section here, so you can again see the buy leg went first and sell leg went second. So this is how you can create your strategies. You can drag and create a multiple strategies. So in this particular watch list, and you can save this watch list if you as a template, so that you can use it at a later stage. So I can save it as option analytics. Another way to place the order for this particular strategy is from the market depth. So you can click here, and since I already have the open position out here and I want to cover this particular position, I can click and open the market depth. And I can, now that I have already sold that particular strike, all I have to do is I have to buy back. I will just click on buy market. I will select the quantity that I want to do. So if I am doing one lot, buy and sell, I will use the quantity as one and click on buy market, and both the legs were squared off with one click. So now you can see that the how easily you can uh, trade multi-leg strategies from option watch list panel. Again, you can also do the same trade from a dome trader as well, but considering that the market has market moves very quickly up and down, we do not recommend you to use Dome Trader. But in case you want to place market order, you can always do this from here. So next, let me show you about the spread charts as well, so that you can understand the concept of spread chart. So you can see how the market has moved under a particular strategy. For example, this particular strategy has started at 43.42, around 42 levels, and it has moved to 110 levels, and right now is at 90 levels. So this way you can see the past historical movement of this chart as well, how this particular strategy has moved over the last few days. So if you look at it from here, like, the market was around 80 levels, then this strategy went up to 223 levels and came down to 40 in the morning today, and then went up to 107, and again now is at 88 levels. So this kind of a chart will help you to add technical indicators. So you can add any technical indicators you want. So moving average, for example, exponential moving average. You can add Bollinger Band in case you want to. MACD. So all the indicators that are available can be added to this particular strategy, and you can make a decision about whether you want to buy or sell this particular strategy based on technical analysis. However, there can, depending on the strategy, there can be a time decay with this strategy. So you have to. It doesn't factor any of those things while doing based on technical analysis. It's purely based on the price movement. um, so we will be very soon adding a payoff graph within this particular panel as well. So you'll be able to see the payoff graph here itself as one of the option that you can get, so that any strategy that you created and you want to quickly see the payoff graph, you'll be able to see that from here. Another important thing that you may experience some issues with the platform in terms of how to add option prices onto the watch list. So if you create a watch list like this, if you have a watch list, in case you want to add any of these particular strikes to the watch list, all you have to do is simply drag the symbols to the watch list, and you will be able to add these symbols to the watch list. So this is something that you can do. Again, if you want to open a chart from here, you can click here and open the chart for this particular strike. There are other panels that you can open from here: the order entry panel, Dome Trader, market depth, time and sales information. So all these panels can be opened by right clicking on the strategy, the individual strikes itself. If you want to add any of these strategies to the watch list, just simply drag the strikes to the watch list, and you will be able to get the strikes here. If you want to add these strategies also to the watch list, that is also possible. All you have to do is you have to click here, and under synthetic symbol, there these strategies are available. So if you click on the symbol search, and under synthetic, you will see option watch list strategies. So if you want to see them on the watch list also, you will be able to do that as well. So I can just click here and add this to the watch list, and these strategies are also visible in the watch list. So this is how you can do it. If you want to trade this particular strategy, you can simply click on buy and you will be able to place an order. Only thing is, for the current for the strategies, you will be able to place only the market orders at present. So let me show you one or two examples about how you can create more strategies within this. So suppose we want to create a butterfly. So I'll just drag this symbol here. Say 18,000, 43,700, 44,000, and 43,300. So depending on what I want to trade, I can configure the legs. So I will do 43,700 as sell, two lots, and these two legs as buy, and I save this as a strategy. So I can give any name that I want, and I will be able to create the strategy. Now I'll be able to see the combined premium for this particular strategy. The current price is 148 rupees. And here what you can the calculation is very simple here. It looks at 237 rupees, or 37 points into 2 minus these values. So the buy legs and the sell leg values will be deducted from here, and that is how you get this particular calculation of the combined price. So there is nothing different here that you have to look at. It automatically comes here, this price. You will also see what is the delta of it, what is the gamma, theta, vega, and rho for the entire strategy. So this way, if you are doing any strategies where if you have to hedge anything based on delta, so you can easily know what is the delta that is available for this particular strategy, and you can neutralize your uh, uh, positions in case you want to neutralize based on delta. So if you have any questions about how to use Quantower platform as well as how to use option watch list, you can join our Quantower Telegram channel in the name of Quantower India, and you can ask any questions there, and we will answer you. If you have any, you can even come to our website, quantower.in, and chat with us. We have a support chat support at or from morning 9 to 7 p.m. So you can ask any questions there in case you want to know more about the features that we have in Quantower, what all is available, what are the things that you can do with the platform. So I've given you a basics about what about the option analytics, option watch list, as well as how you can create strategies and place the orders with one click. Uh, that's it for now. If you have any questions, do reach out to us, either to 5paisa support or to us, and we will help you out with any queries that you have. Thank you for joining this webinar.